cross-platform compatible games, specifically cross-platform compatible between PC and mobile, are rare. This is partially due to the fact that, unlike traditional mobile exclusive gacha games, they need to be ported on over to PC, have their own UI, and are typically of a different level of quality. And beyond that, cross-platform MMOs are even rarer. So when Summoners War announced a few years ago that they were releasing a MMO completely cross-platform compatible between PC and mobile, well, admittedly, I had no idea. But last month, I learned of the game, and I spent roughly the last 10 days playing through almost 20 hours of it. And this right here is my experience over that 20-hour period. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of our incredible patrons. You guys allow me to continue to play games like this for a living, and I can never truly repay that kindness. Also, if you're interested, I stream over on Twitch every single weekend. You should totally come on over and join me.
Have you discovered the secret of the necklace?
Yes, just now.
You know what?
Take a look here. Argus's eye.
The characters are very expressive. Okay, so I don't know if these are classes or characters. I also don't know why the guy here, Cleef, looks so bad comparatively to Orbia. Apparently, Kina is a summoner of healing, so that's something Mrs. Stix would actually play. Looks like Cleef is going to be the tank, the summoner of guard, and it looks as though she's a summoner of magic. She is the DPS, so naturally, with the option of only one single DPS, I mean, we're kind of very limited in terms of what we can play. We don't want to play tank, we want to play healer. I'm surprised there is not a choice for a melee DPS, but there is character creation. Oh my god. Well. Okay. If I go with this hair and I have this outfit, my character isn't gonna be able to see. Oh god. Oh god. WSD to move, use your left mouse button, V and X to change your camera. Right click is to attack. Interesting. Or alternatively, C is to attack. I cannot fathom why rotate mouse is left click and attack is right click. But I will note that you can attack without having a target, it looks like. So I guess this is an action combat system. And if I'm being honest with you, the graphics actually don't look half bad. This is actually a somewhat decent looking game graphically thus far. Dude, he could summon a hot elf girl?
No chance. I'll take you all down.
So like.
Oh yeah, it's exactly what we needed to splash him with a little bit of water. Oh, she has multiple abilities, okay? She has a heal. I guess I'm glad I did not opt to go healer.
Insufficient range.
Insufficient range? I'm literally a melee.
Unable to
Melee,
use.
what? I mean, I'm a mage, I'm not a melee. Alright. There are traps and mechanics in the dungeon. This is actually not... This isn't bad. This is actually kind of cool. Very basic, I'll admit, but at the same time, like, also kind of cool that they are actually present. I can foresee the combat only possessing 3 abilities, and then abilities for summons growing very repetitious.
It's all because of you. My plans are going wrong. That fallen rock can't have the power of the rift.
And the translations are terrible. But the fact that people actually read these lines out and thought they made sense is a little embarrassing. Oh wow, I mean, I'd hate to make this comparison because I really dislike comparing games to other games, but walking up over there, this really seems reminiscent of Genshin Impact. Holy crap. Man. Wow. And not in a bad way, not in like a cheap imitation kind of way, but more in a, wow, this actually looks pretty good. We have a cash shop with lots of expensive items. It makes sense as to why the game has made as much money as it has. I'm actually a little tempted to get the premium pass and the subscription, but at the same time, I'm not an idiot. I might look like one. I might act like one sometimes, but I'm assuming this is a gacha game. I would not expect this game to make much money were it not. I actually wish there were a jump feature. The fact that there isn't is kind of disappointing. Well, this one's an angry little one. Holy crap. Or not angry. This one's kind of mischievous looking. I like that my pets aid me in combat. So I guess if the monsters, the pets, are gacha, then they are probably going to be very pay to win. Okay, I don't think I can.
Sufficient range.
Like I'm trying to auto path to him, but it doesn't seem to let me. Which is good. Like, it's actually good. I'm glad that there does not seem to be, at least at present, an auto pathing feature. The combat does seem to be tab target-ish. So you can technically attack anything you want, so technically you do not require a target to use your abilities, but at the same time, if there is a target present, it will lock onto them and use it on said target. Okay, here we level up our monsters because they are more important than leveling up ourselves, because we're kind of inconsequential when it comes to the story overall. One thing I've noticed that I definitely dislike about the game so far is that you can't just talk to the NPCs and accept their quest. Instead, you have to tap over to the left below your minimap here, and then they become selectable. And at that point, you can talk to them. So every single quest thus far involves you tapping that and then talking to the NPC, as opposed to just talking to the NPC. I feel like that's highly unintuitive. I will note, you can only use one summoned abilities. So what I mean by that is, if I choose to use my little fire girl and I use her 2 abilities, I'm unable to use my little water penguin or my wind dog's abilities. Which means you have to choose which monster's abilities you want to use, and which ones best suit the situation, I think. Okay, it looks like there's an elemental affinity system present in the game. It looks as though you can swap the element of the weapon you have equipped. Wind is strong against water. Oh! Alright, so it looks as though the weapon you have equipped, the element of the weapon you have equipped, changes the actual abilities you can use. So, earlier I noted having only 3 abilities is going to definitely inhibit you as a player. But if you can change your weapon between fire, water, wind, and what seem to be light and darkness, that opens you up to having 15 total abilities on your hotbar at any given time. That is a lot better. All right, and here it is. Here we unlock the ability to auto-pack to our next quest objective. I thought for a minute here that this would be a cross-platform MMO that did not have auto-pathing. But at the same time, you know what? Auto-pathing isn't necessarily a bad feature. I don't think it is going to break a game or make a game inherently bad. I think auto-combat will break a game. I think auto-combat will make a game inherently bad. Because if an MMO or a game is built around autoplay and auto-combat, then it is going to be very shallow. I think auto-pathing just makes it easier to get from point A to point B. I don't know, am I the only one that isn't really overly fond of gacha MMOs or gacha as a feature in my MMOs? Alright, I was definitely mistaken after unlocking auto-pathing. I see that there's a little option down there. M activates auto-combat. So, this is a game that looks graphically absolutely gorgeous. It really does. For an anime MMO, like, comparatively to Blue Protocol, no, this game looks vastly inferior, but compared to a lot of other anime MMOs, this game looks really good. And the character models kind of remind me of somewhere between, like, Ni no Kuni and Dragon Nest. But I thought this game, even with the addition of auto-pathing, had a degree of potential. Unfortunately, with the introduction of auto-combat, I do not believe that is going to remain the case. Now, I'm still going to play this because I'm going to attempt to delve deeper into it. I don't want to just have a biased disdain for the game purely based off of an auto feature, because the story might be really good, the world might be really great to explore. I don't know, we're gonna find out as we continue to play, but that is definitely going to hinder my enjoyment of the game overall, because I feel like if the game can auto play for me, then what purpose do I serve in playing it? Because yeah, I could totally play it myself, but I mean, typically the AI plays better than you do. Manual play required. Yeah, only manual play is available in dungeons. So yeah, like I thought, it seems like autoplay is disabled for dungeons, so people can't, I guess, just like farm the dungeons repetitiously. You gotta appreciate mechanics like this, right? Where you could just let them autoplay. The pinnacle of MMO gameplay, by the way. Just I'd mentioned that I'm currently replying to comments over on YouTube while playing the game. This is a thrilling experience thus far. I'm really enjoying replying to comments. Like, technically, I'm getting work done while getting work done. Two forms of work done for the effort of one. You know what? It's like, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm at a point where I want to go work out. I want to go play a little bit of Star Ocean: The Divine Force. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back into my list of monsters. I'm going to actually level them just a little bit more. And now we're going to turn auto battle on. At the time of leaving, I am level 12 and 22.7% is what I was. I'm gonna come back in a little bit and see roughly what I'm at. These are level 11 monsters. I'm level 12. I'm kind of bored. I want to go do something else because I've been playing this for 2 hours now. So I left at approximately 1:40. It is now 5:20. Over 3.5 hours have gone by, and admittedly I have gone up almost 5 levels. As you can tell on the side of my screen, 2 of my 4-star pets are dead. My 5-star pet is about to die. I actually had to run to the town because I died while AFK, while playing Star Ocean: The Divine Force and working out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I had to buy 999 potions. That was the max I could buy. My 5-star pet just died. It went on a 10-minute cooldown before I can resummon it. I'm assuming the grinding process is going to significantly slow down at this juncture, but in approximately almost 4 hours, I have gained almost 5 levels, which is a minimum of 1 level per hour. That isn't bad. I'm genuinely surprised. I'm gonna be very over-leveled, which is not a bad thing because, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's just gonna make it exponentially easier for me to obtain footage and content of it. Not that I actually really engage with the game much as is, but it's interesting that the auto combat can provide you such a beneficial advantage. Now, I'm gonna go shower, hit 22, hopefully hit 22, hopefully have all my pets res by the time I'm back, and continue on this incredibly enthralling journey that I have been on over the course of the last, I think, roughly 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, I'm very dedicated to this game and obtaining footage of it. Alright, and now we're back. It has been approximately 6 hours since I started playing this game. I think it was actually the perfect time to come back. My little penguin guy's just about ready to die. I did manage to hit level 23, and I'm 47% of the way through. Alright, I think the dungeons are probably the only, or the main enjoyable aspect of the game to me, because... Are you just...
I'm perfectly happy living with my dad.
Okay, you don't need to justify it. The bridge is synced? The bridge is synced. The bridge sunk? Is that what you're implying? That the bridge sunk? Not the bridge is synced? You cannot tell me this is a natural English-speaking human being. That this passed, like, inspection from the vocal director and the translation team. I wonder what this icon is down here. It kind of looks like a flaccid penis. Oh, it sets them to follow me. Oh, can I redirect where they are? We'll attack the target that I'm attacking. No, they're good. They can do whatever. Defeat powerful creatures in the raid menu. Party dungeons. So we're gonna be able to group up with other players, challenge powerful bosses in raids. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Insufficient range.
All right, yeah, wow. Okay, that the raid boss lasted all of about like 8 seconds. Oh, level 54, level 70. They have 6-star purple summons. Well, evidently the matchmaking in this game is absolutely fucked, because there is absolutely no way in hell that I should be partied at level 20, having just unlocked this at level 12 with level 70 people. No way. You've acquired a cool outfit. Would you like to try it on? So we have now unlocked the Transmog system. Sorry, the closet system. This is a hairstyle. Oh, you can craft gear. You can craft outfits from acquiring materials out in the world. And outfits provide you statistical advantages, which means that the outfits are no doubt going to be very pay to win. Unfortunately, there's no way of skipping this. I would love to.
Stop right there! Argus is ours.
Like, this is all over the place. It's absolutely horrible. The cutscenes they're not bad. Like, they're not bad animated. They're just so,
Unable to use. Not enough summon.
I guess, out of nowhere. They're abrupt, and they seem kind of irrelevant to the story overall. You're given like 4 seconds of cutscene. The guys just pop out, they say something real quick, and then the entire scene's over. Alright, new game mode added, Path of Adventure. Challenge dungeons that you already did. Obtain different types of runes that you can equip on your monsters. I have 2 entries. I'm uncertain of whether or not this is going to be auto-completable. I guess we're going to find out. Since this is not a story-related dungeon, I'm going to go on a limb here and assume that it is going to allow for autoplay. And that answers my question. Alright, we have unlocked the arena. The PvP arena. This is one of the greatest features in every video game ever. Testing your mettle against the most battle-hardened players on any server. This is where you go to prove whether you're a man or, you know, the opposite of a man, which is, you know, I'm assured a lot of you, because there are plenty of you that aren't actually interested in PvP. I'm not like attacking any, you know what, let's go ahead and let's PvP. Now, I really wish that cross-platform MMOs would have proper PvP. I feel like, can I move my character? I can't, like, oh, I can move my character, all right. Well, typically in mobile games and mobile MMOs, you have no control over your character. Everything is complete autoplay. So I'm actually surprised that there is a degree of manual play in this. But at the same time, while there is in fact a degree of manual play, you can auto complete the arena matches without any input from you whatsoever, which means that theoretically you're not at all required. And some of these people have much higher ratings than I have, but like this dude has a level 1 slime and a level 1 little flamey Bakemon looking thing. How does he have 8,000 power? And how is he significantly higher rated than I am? I find it interesting. I think my monsters are actually much more intelligent than the other players' monsters. If you look, his monsters are actually targeting my monsters, not me. Both my monsters and I are targeting him as a player. He's about to die. I'm full health. So the AI for his team is absolutely, you know, they are challenged to an extent. Mine, on the other hand, mine are smart. Due to the extensive amount of manual grinding I have been doing while not recording, I've obtained a lot of level up materials to hopefully max out each of my my monsters. Hold on. So this menu just appeared on my screen now. Congratulations, smallest PP on Earth. Congratulations on the first completion of Kantana Story, smallest PP on Earth. A special gift will be sent to all summoners in the server to celebrate this achievement. Check your... Thank you. Thank you, smallest PP on Earth. I genuinely cannot thank you enough. I appreciate your donation. I appreciate all the hard work you've put into achieving this with the smallest PP on Earth. I typically go by Flaccid Stix myself, so I understand the humility required to make such a modest statement, such a public statement that so many people are going to be capable of seeing. I left myself auto battling last night, and admittedly I really did not make much progress in terms of leveling in this area. I'm not sure if that's due to the fact that... No, I'm not thirsty, but thank you. I'm not sure if that's due to the fact that there's so many people out here grinding, or the monsters are just exponentially more difficult to actually kill. Water attribute weapon you equipped just now. I'm pretty sure it walked me through this a while ago. So it wants me to... Oh my god, wait! Oh, I am an absolute fucking idiot. water beats fire. Fire beats wind. Wind beats water. This entire time I was grinding here, I left my wind weapon on, leaving myself at a severe disadvantage. Oh my god. How can I be so stupid? Oh, why? God damn. See, this is why I typically stream these kinds of games, so chat can tell me, Stix, what are you doing? You're supposed to be using your water elemental weapons and summons in this area. Like, I'm in a fire area and I have a 5-star fire hero. I should have 3 5-star water heroes equipped, or instead of the wind elemental, at least have another fire elemental so she's not at a severe disadvantage. But unfortunately, I don't have like a multitude of 5-star water heroes, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to level them because I lack the resources to. Thank you for, I guess, that. So some dude gets hit by like a massive lightning bolt, and the general consensus is here, everyone stand completely still. As long as we don't move, the enemies won't be able to hit us. It's kind of like the Prometheus school of running away, right? It's like when you see something falling down in a vertical line, if you keep running in a straight line, you're gonna be able to outrun it. That's the general thought process that goes through a lot of these characters in movies and TV series' head. So there's something frustrating I just noticed, and I'm only noticing this now due to the excess amount of players around. You only get credit for a monster kill if you tag it first.
Don't underestimate the death.
So if somebody tags a monster in the distance, and while auto-engaging these monsters in combat, you automatically attack one of the same enemy that somebody else has already attacked, and 3 other people do. Only the person that first tagged it gets credit. So you're essentially helping them complete the quest, helping them grind faster with no actual added benefit yourself. It seems very pointless to me. And also, at the same time, kind of unfair, given how many different the very limited number of monsters that are available in each area, and the very large number of players that are in each area killing respective monsters. Now, Summoners War Chronicle is a very popular game right now, averaging millions of players, tens of millions of dollars in earnings, and while it won't necessarily retain that player base, while it won't necessarily retain those numbers, it is still doing incredibly well. Now, my thoughts on the game are, from a completely MMO perspective, this game is not very good. From a mobile MMO perspective, this game is actually very good. If you compare this to PC exclusive MMOs like Blade and Soul, like Ion, like The Elder Scrolls Online, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, this game fails to live up to the expectations of any of them. It is completely outclassed, and comparatively, looks and plays significantly worse. Now, when you compare this to other mobile MMOs, this game is actually quite exceptional. It looks better, it plays better, it has a decent story that's actually kind of funny. It has a lot of features, very active player base. So depending on how you go about approaching this and how you go about looking at it, your view of the game will ultimately differ. And therefore people are going to have very mixed opinions on whether the game is good or bad. Overall, there are aspects of it that I thought were good. I thought the story was amusing. I thought the manual play was pretty good with regards to the combat. I thought the world looked pretty good. I feel like this right here is what Ni no Kuni Cross World should have been, but ultimately ended up not being because, of course, it's a blockchain crypto mining piece of shit. If you're a fan of mobile MMOs, if you're a fan of gacha MMOs, this could very well be a game that you could find immense amounts of fun in. If you're not a fan of mobile MMOs and more a fan of PC or console MMOs, you're probably going to want to steer clear of this because it does not live up to the same caliber, the same quality as a PC exclusive or a console exclusive title. Now, if Summoners War Chronicle is not something you're interested in, absolutely no problem. I got 2 different videos on screen right now that might be more up your alley. One featuring a list of every gacha releasing this month, the other featuring a gacha that's releasing hopefully at some point later this year that genuinely looks like it has potential.